Yo, so what's going on, Battlefielders? It is Pwn, and today I was thinking, how do mermaids have sex? You know what I mean? And even more so, are there such things as mermen? You know, I'm thinking old school Disney and stuff. You know, Ariel, you know, little Ginger, you know, you got some curves going on, little fishy tail. It's pretty hot, right? So I was thinking, I'm like, are there only such things as mermaids? Like, just a bunch of lesbians? Or, like, is it come down to where they like what's that name, you know, where they constantly reproduce themselves and they don't need a dude, you know, like trimmers or some shit needed those. And I don't know why I'm comparing a giant slug to a hot little ginger child, but basically, you know, that's one thing I was thinking about last night. And, you know, I think about this weird shit. Do any of you guys do that, or am I the only one that thinks about how mermaids get it on in the middle of the night? It's late at night. I'm laying in bed, and then I think to myself, you know, some random stuff. I mean, do piranhas naturally just attack anything and travel in packs, or are they willing to man up and, you know, fight people one-on-one, mano-y-mano? I mean, you know, I'm always worried about that stuff. I always think about the most random stuff. It's not always underwater creatures, I'll admit, but, you know, once they lose their legs, doesn't that, like, cover up the vajayjay part stuff, too? And I don't know, so I was just randomly thinking, contemplating about that. But you guys want to know about Battlefield, right? That's why you guys are here, not to hear about what kind of nasty-ass shit I think about at night. And, but Anyways, what I wanted to talk about is this gun right here. Now, you guys don't see me use this often. Burp! Oh, wow, you thought we had momentum. You thought we were going to do some badass shit, right? I saw him do that, get stopped instantly, and I bailed out of probably the most epic ride ever. Just check this shit out, right? So I'm like, this dude's stupid. Look at him go. Look at him go. Holy shit. I love that shit, dude. He just didn't even care. He's just full-fledged and has the bomb planted and everything. He's just like... He's like, I'm hardcore, so can Evil do it, dude? I can do it, too. I got a parachute. And, he just ran through. He just straight up tanked that. So that was pretty, beast-ass rushing right there, if I have to admit myself. A little bumpy, but anyways, yeah. So I wanted to talk about the engineer class a little bit. One thing that I haven't had any time to do is experiment with this too much, because on the maps that I prefer to play, there really isn't too much armor on it. There's not too many tanks, helicopters, vehiculars, all that random cool stuff. So what happens is, get outplayed. Oh, I love doing that. I love doing that. Oh, did you just get turned on, sir? It's okay. It's just like it's a great kit to use. Now, the one thing that like I said, is I've never had any experience with this. So this is one of the first games that I played last night. I started playing with the D crew guys last night. You know, Colin, so on and so forth. So there was a bunch of us. I think there were 4 or 5 of us on. Stone, Chalk, a couple of us, and we were having some fun. We were communicating, having some laughs. And nothing as weird as talking about how mermaids get it on, but you know. So we're having some fun talking, and, you know, they're even giving me some tips, you know, because we played last night on mixed server, Conquest, and Rush, and you know Conquest is not my comfort zone. I've never really done Conquest, and we're playing these maps. They're trying to explain things to me, you know, we're setting up. I got the recon out, we got the SOFLAM and the javelins, and we're talking, we're communicating, and I thought it was a really cool thing, because that's not something I get to do often. If I'm usually playing with somebody, it's just like one other person. It's like me and Nick or me and Anna hammering it down and stuff like that. So, you know, the fact that there was actual raw communication was impressive. It's a very, very good utensil in the game of the Battlefield. Okay? And I love playing it with the communication and everything like that. We were playing a little bit more raw. So in this game, what I'm using is I'm actually using the G36C. This was a suggestion from a subscriber, a way to rock the gun out. I've got the holographic sight on, and I also have the silencer equipped. I rarely use the silencer, but, you know, he told me, hey, man, give it a try, and that's what I did, you know, and I'm like, dude, all right, I got you. So here's the gameplay for you. I'm sorry I do not remember your name, nor do I the all other women I slept with. Not saying that you're a woman, but if you're a mermaid, let me know how that goes down. So, anyways, oh god, mermaids. So basically, my daughter's gonna be fucked. She's gonna be like, hey, Pwn, hey, Daddy Pwn, yeah, because she's gonna call me Pwn, because that's how I roll. She's gonna be like, hey, Pwn, so what do you think about the little mermaid? I'm like, she's DTF, bro. So I don't know how to do that. You know, some of these things are crazy, but I'm also weird about talking to children about things. I'm gonna be extremely honest. You know, how's the tooth fairy? I'm like, that bitch is fake. So anyways, I'm using the gun, and I found out that it was a really, really good way to rock the G36C. In my personal opinion, with my experience with it, the few times that I have used it, the G36C is one of the best guns in the game. I would easily put it on par with things like the F2000, the AEK, the FAMAS. A lot of people tend to say the FAMAS is overpowered. I completely disagree with that. Because in all honesty, on certain situations, you know, I think the F2000 is interchangeable with that gun. And I think the AEK is better with a little bit medium range to long range. So in all entirety, I think, you know, some of the best guns in the game are based. I knew it was coming. So basically some of the best guns in the game are out there. And So I don't think there are really any overpowered ones, and I think the G36C is probably one of the most, if not the most devastating gun, one of the most reliable ones in the engineer class. And, you know, I'm rocking it out. I'm using the small. I get a couple vehicle kills right here, and don't worry, guys. We'll eventually get to the other objective. But apparently not in this ride right here. Oh my god, dude, I can't believe that. So we're just having a couple laughs. You know, that's the shit we run into. That's what's great. No matter how fun and skillful you are at Battlefield, when you just joking around with some guys and you get your fucking vehicle lodged in the wrong hole, fool, then you're having a good night. We're having some laughs. We're like, what the fuck did you just do? That's the best time to game. That's when gaming is fun and raw and just incredible. Is when you're playing with other people and you're having some laughs and doing dumb shit. That's when it is by far the best time to game. And, you know, it's just my preach on it. So I've given a little bit of taste to the engineer, and I really have to admit that I've enjoyed using it. And that's not something I expected to say because I'm not used to playing on maps like Tehran or, you know, Karg or any of those maps that are larger or have vehicles on it or anything like that. And I have to admit, you know, I took out a couple of helicopters with the small last night. I was doing some cool shit. So, you know, in all honesty, I got to admit that the engineer class is far better than I had initially expected, but that's because in the maps that I played, like Grand Bazaar and Operation Metro and Seine Crossing, you know, they're not too valuable. I mean, there's usually one armor per each of those maps, except for Metro. And so there's not really any crazy need for it, you know. So I started my day off, you know, Colin's like, everybody engineer up. And I'm like, damn it, I just got dressed. I don't want to go to school today, mommy. And so he's telling me what to do, and I'm like, all right, I'll listen to your infinite wisdom, grandpa, because he's like fucking 48 years old or some shit. So that's right, guys. If you know Colin, you have to refer to him as grandpa from here on out. He's another commentator. I think he's really, really known and respected. I think he's got like 40k subs or something like that. He's a cool dude, so most of you Battlefielders should know who he is. And look at me outplaying these guys. They got so butthurt with this. But either way, it's just an incredible feeling to be able to play with friends and get out there and try these maps. And if you guys are used to playing with yourself, which I'm sure you are, it's incredible. Get turned on. So it's just a great thing to be able to play with people and to try to learn things. And the great part about it is they were willing to teach me things that I didn't know before. I thought it was incredible. I was still learning things. Even this far into the game, as decent as I think I am at this game, there's so much I still have to learn, and I think that's incredible. And you have to learn by being taught. And I thought it was great, so I wanted to thank them for willing to help me out. And I learned the engineer class pretty solid. I'm pretty damn decent at engineer now. I get my repairs in when I need to. I get my fixes. So in all reality, I thought it was a great thing. It's a great way to play the game, especially on the proper map. It really does have some reliable guns. I find that some of the guns in the support class, some of the big heavy guns, are a little unreliable at times at certain ranges. I find that I can lay into a dude or hip fire and get nothing, no consistency with them. But some of the guns in this class, in this category, are just incredible. Like the G36C is just raw, and it's just as good as a gun as any of the guns in the assault category. And did I just Goomba that dude and turn around and say, fuck it, get slapped? So either way, I tried to do what I can. My fraps actually died right here in a minute. I don't know what happened. The little icon in the bottom left corner just disappeared, so it kind of like uninstalled. But whatever, guys. Hope you enjoyed the gameplay. If you want to see some more engineer gameplay or game with some friends, maybe some live commentary with communication, let me know down in the description below. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out. Get it.